Well, hello there, Cancer. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. Today, we are going to be doing your October General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's get into your reading. Scared Beetle Spirit, magic works through you, and happy. Okay, should we just stop right there? Cancer, what lovely energy. Yeah, just the energy of knowing that you have the magic to create exactly what it is that you want in your life. What a lovely energy. All right, so we're going to go to the tarot. Let's get some more details about all of this happiness. And we're going to take a look at your present energy, then your area of resistance or obstacle that you may have on this path. And then we'll take a look at advice from Spirit. All right, this is just absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, 4 Pentacles on the bottom with new beginning, transformation, and the Fool card. I can't even hold all of this wonderful energy. Oh my goodness, Cancer, look at that. I feel like you're holding yourself back a little bit. It's almost out of a sense of not wanting to wish too hard for this to come in. It's really about, to me, it's almost like you're holding back your excitement, feeling that this energy is in your vicinity, right? You can feel this coming in, and at the same time, it's almost like, okay, I don't want to, it's almost like knock on wood. That's what they're saying, you know, where you say, oh, well, so-and-so, oh, I'm going to make $1 million, and then you knock on wood because you don't want to jinx it, right? It's that type of energy. I mean, the Fool card, the transformation. I feel like there is perhaps a brand new beginning for you, but there's also this sense of something perhaps transforming. You're transforming, but you could have a relationship or a situation in your life that is transforming and going, on a new path, like starting a new path with this person or this situation. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have. Yeah, great gratitude and Ace of Wands. There's that fresh start, the energy of something new, inspiring, passionate that is coming into your life, and you're really grateful for it. After a long time of feeling like, things were not working out for you, I feel like you're, oh my goodness, this is like a breath of fresh air. So let's see what we have here. Okay, 7 of Wands on the bottom, getting on top of something. Okay, so you have the King of Swords here. With healing, the 4 Wands, and the 4 of Cups. There's a little bit of an energy of having to perhaps get some clarity, become a little bit more clear about a person or a situation or just what it is that you want in life. Because both of these are a sense of healing something that, was not fulfilling. The 4 of Cups is not finding fulfillment in something. So it could be that you were trying to heal a certain situation or relationship, but you could not find the fulfillment in it. Kind of like taking a look at that and now saying, okay, and now I am ready to go in a new direction, right? So I feel like for some of you, because you've had that energy of a past relationship coming up in your readings. So you could have tried to reconnect with somebody from the past, but it just wasn't going. Okay, it wasn't really truly going in the direction that you wanted it to. And now you're getting clarity about, okay, that's really not going to heal the way that I was hoping. So now I am ready to go on to something new, something that is going to bring me happiness. For others of you, I do feel like you're looking at this and you may be saying, okay, it's not healing exactly the way that I expected it to, but you may be getting clarity about, okay, how can I still work on this and transform it? So I think there's two different storylines here depending on your situation. No matter what, your focus here is understanding that you have the magic to bring in what it is that you want, whether it is with this relationship or if you want to go in a new direction. You really are looking for a fresh start. I think you're kind of a little bit tired of healing. Let's put it that way, right? You've had to do all of this healing, do this deep dive, go within, taking a look at all of that. And it's almost like, okay, I think I've done this healing and I'm ready to start living again. I want clarity about the direction that I'm going in. So your obstacle over this month is family, friends, and guides and the 8 of Cups. Trying to decide, is this my happiness? Am I walking towards the people or the situation that I once wanted to leave? Or am I walking away from this situation towards my true happiness? So let's see what we have here. Now, the only reason I keep saying that you might kind of reunite still is that you have the Judgment card here in your advice position. So I think for some of you, you are still willing to work on this reconciliation, okay, or reuniting energy because it's, yeah, wow. Judgment card again. This comes in suddenly. It's really interesting because Libra has had somewhat of a similar type of reading, okay, where, there's this energy that somebody wanted to go in their own direction with the King of Wands. It's a very independent energy. I'm willing to go out on my own. It's a trailblazer, a spiritual leader, okay? I feel a little bit like you have been the King of Wands. You could have gone onto a spiritual journey. You could have sought your own independence from some people or situations. But you're kind of understanding now, okay, this is a long journey. This, I've been out here by myself for some time, but I really am missing having people in my life, whether you want to bring back some people that you walked away from at some point, or if you want to bring in some new people. It's coming to this reckoning. I think you have this epiphany that it's about stepping into your energy. And I'm going to say we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Reuniting with somebody, okay, that you may have walked away from in the past or may have walked away from you, but stepping into your truth about how you really and truly feel about this person, this situation, this relationship in your life. I don't feel like this person is in your life at this time or could be kind of in and out. And what you're really stepping into through this month of October is, how do I feel about this situation? And what do I want to do about it? Where am I? How much work, how much time and energy am I willing to put into this? And part of this is your transformation, okay, of understanding. You could have maybe, this is interesting, left as a Knight of Wands and now are returning as a King of Wands, almost that hero's journey, that you have learned something while you went out on your own for a while and now are coming back. It's kind of like, okay, wait a minute, I'm wiser because of this experience of leaving and now coming back. Or it could be the opposite. The person that you're dealing with, right, could have been the Knight of Wands that went out for some time, left this situation. I feel like this is kind of like that family situation that has really been in your readings a lot. They left the situation and now they're returning, but they are wiser. They've gone through a transformation. They understand the value of this relationship now like they had not in previous times. Really lovely energy. I'm going to stress, you do have so much happiness here. It's not something to fear at all. You have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Justice card, the Strength card, so you have Libra energy, you have Leo energy. You also have the Six of Pentacles, somebody wanting to come in and balance this energy out. It is a decision to make. You know, can we heal this situation? Can we bring this back together? Can we start on a new path together? But it's going to be different, knowing that it cannot be the same way that it was before. So let's take a look at your advice. Yeah, you have milestone and judgment. You know, milestone to me is kind of like something that takes a very long time to come in. It's not like running a short-term race. I think this has been a marathon of a situation for you. And it's really taking a look at it. It's kind of like finally judging it for the entire situation. Okay, so if you had, it's almost like you're reviewing this situation and trying to decide, okay, how do I feel about the situation now? If you had done this maybe 6 months ago, okay, you would have had a completely different viewpoint of it because you were still kind of like in the middle of this situation. You were not, I feel like you've kind of have come to the other side of the bridge in this situation. You've gained a lot of wisdom. Because you and this other person, or you and these other people, there was a separation between you. You had to go through that in order to garner some new information about yourself, understanding about relationships, love, you know, seeing the bigger picture of things. It does not mean that you have to reunite. The reuniting energy is here. You don't have to reunite. But it's taking a look at the situation in a different viewpoint of understanding that time has kind of allowed you to overcome your emotions about the situation. You are no longer like analyzing it critically. You're kind of coming into it from a spiritual perspective, knowing that this was on your path. With the Judgment card, this is your call, your calling, okay? Kind of awakening to the idea that this situation was not just in the 3D. It was in the 5D. It was a spiritual evolution process that you went through. And I feel like the other person or persons also did. So it's a kind of like taking a look at it from the perspective of almost like your spirit guides. Honestly, it really is. It's kind of like almost sitting down with your spirit guides and they're kind of evaluating, okay, with you, the whole process, the whole journey, what you've gained, what you've garnered out of this situation, the wisdom that you have gained. I feel like you've also gained a lot of compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for the other people in this situation. You're no longer the person that you were before. You know, coming back to that Knight of Wands, now a King of Wands, you know, making huge progress in soul evolution. There's that Queen of Wands again. Wow. Judgment again. And you saw me, I shuffled. Wow. Okay, so we have the Devil and then we have the Ace of Wands. There is this energy that you cannot reunite if the same toxic behaviors are there that were there before. The same codependency issues that may have been there, the lack of boundaries, healthy boundaries, right? Somebody feeling like they had the one up on somebody else or controlled the situation. It's taking a look at what pulled this situation, this relationship, this group of people apart, taking a really good look at that and understanding, okay, we have to step into our confidence of being able to bring this back together, that this is our Nine of Cups. But how do we do that? How do we detach ourselves? How do we detach ourselves from the toxicity that was in this situation? You know, what has to happen? I feel, for some of you, it is about looking at the situation and saying, okay, almost having like this summit, sitting down and talking it all out. Almost like having a conference, talking about everybody's role in this, but in a way to kind of like analyze it, debrief it, so that you can get a new start. Wow, look at this. Yeah, wanting a fresh start with somebody from the past. A true soul connection, seeing this from a totally different perspective now. You could not see the situation for what it was whenever you may have separated. It could have been 2 to 5 years. Yeah, maybe even 6 years. Lots of 6 here. So I feel as if, yeah, this is your 10 of cups, your ace of cups, holding back that same energy of just kind of holding yourself back. Holding yourself back because it's almost as if to open this back up, okay, to go in this new direction with the same group of people, right? Friends and colleagues, means that you have to become vulnerable. The other people have to be vulnerable. You have to take off the mask and you have to share your feelings. That is going to be the difficult part for you, Cancer, and for the other people, right? It's about stepping into your truth. I also feel like when we step into our truth and we share our truth with people that we really care about, it is sometimes so much more difficult than sharing our truth with strangers, right? Because there is that emotional bond. But I feel as if that is part of the journey, part of the transformation, is opening yourself up, allowing a safe place for everyone to open themselves up, to be vulnerable. That is where that devil energy comes in. I feel like in the past, there was not good communication. So there's already this sense of not trusting, right? Not trusting each other because the communication was not good. It could have escalated into arguments very easily. So I feel like that is one of the things. It's almost like you have to set healthy boundaries, almost like rules of engagement for your first, maybe, session together. Maybe even having, a counselor or a therapist to kind of be a mediator, if nothing else, for this situation. So ask wonderfully, receive graciously. Yeah, I do feel like there is a big part of you, and of course this won't resonate with everyone, but a big part of you that does want this to come back together, that you have realized how important this relationship or these relationships are on your journey, not just for your happiness, okay, but also for your soul evolution. You're understanding the soul contracts that are in this situation. You're seeing it from a much higher viewpoint. So it's no longer about who did what, right? It's about stepping into that energy of understanding there are lessons that we all learned through this painful experience and coming back together in order to try to heal that, and then sending that healing light out to the universe, to the collective, to help the healing within the whole earth. Because whenever we heal one situation, that sends out a ripple effect of healing to the rest of the world. Wow, Cancer. Okay, interesting energy. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. But I really do appreciate, the time, the energy, the love, the compassion that you are putting into the situation, not just for yourself, but for the other people on this journey with you. That, you know, everyone has experienced pain in this situation. And I feel like you're starting to recognize the pain that you have experienced and also the pain that the others have experienced. I do feel, because you had the King of Wands, you are also kind of a spiritual leader on this journey. You are the one that can help to bring this situation together if that is what you are wanting. So, all right, I will leave it there. I appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, subscribing, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.